Sister, what is a solar system?
A solar system is a group of stars, planets, maybe dwarf planets, and other things like asteroid belts and stuff like that. Our solar system includes one star, that means our sun, which we call it, 8 planets, but some people consider it 9 planets if you count Pluto in, and we will explain to you why some people don't think Pluto is a planet in another video. There are 3 dwarf planets, or 2, depending on how you look at it. If you consider Pluto a planet, then it's not a dwarf planet. There is also one asteroid belt and other stuff, like ISS, International Space Station. There are satellites and space probes that scientists have sent out to space. And there are also meteors and comets. The most famous comet is Halley's Comet. We will talk about all of that in another video. This is what the solar system looks like. Now, the closest planet to the sun is called Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it has some very, very, very extreme temperatures. It has no moons, and its temperature in the daytime is like a burning oven, and at nighttime you will freeze to death if you stay there. Now, Mercury is as small as our moon, and it rotates around the fastest with a very short year, and it is also very, 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 very solid because it is made out of iron, and it has like a reddish tint to it, but it kind of looks brown. Next, we have Venus. Venus is a very cloudy planet, and it won't show you the actual planet because it has all these poisonous clouds on it, and you can't live on the planet because of the clouds. The clouds are made out of a very deadly gas that will kill you. Now, that's exactly why we don't have living creatures on Venus, and we send space probes to look at it. Venus's clouds actually reflect light from the sun, which is why sometimes you might see it in the night sky thinking that it's a star, but it's not, it's a planet. Next, we have Earth. Earth has one moon, and it is the only planet known to have life and water and grass. Now, scientists do think that Mars, which we're going to talk about next, did have water, but it's not exactly proof that we can live on there yet. Scientists will have to work on that. Next, we have Mars. Mars is the second to smallest planet in our solar system, and it has a reddish tint to it because of the iron in the planet. Now, Mars has 2 moons, and Mars does have proof that there might have been water, and there is frozen water on Mars, but we can't live on there because of the temperatures there. But scientists are going to find a way to do that later on in life. Then, in the middle of Mars and Jupiter, we have something called the asteroid belt, which is basically just huge space rocks and like around the sun and other planets. Now, on this side of the asteroid belt, we have another planet. This is the largest planet in our solar system, called Jupiter, and it has around 66 moons. The biggest can be almost like up to Mercury, so that means like our moon size, and some can be as small as a mountain. Now, Jupiter is not exactly known to have life on it because it's basically just gas and liquid. It won't hold the planet together or have any solid on it. The only solid in the planet actually is its core, which is completely solid, but we can't live on there because there is no grass or water or anything, and it is extremely stormy. Then we have Saturn. Saturn is known for its beautiful rings, but scientists do say that they'll eventually disappear. Scientists also say that Saturn might actually be able to hold life if they find a way to make solid on it. We're not actually extremely sure about that, but sure. It's covered with clouds, just like Jupiter, and it is stormy. Not as stormy as Jupiter, though. Then we have Uranus, which is completely tilted on its side, and it has rings going around it like this. And its clouds make it look very, very fuzzy. And it has around 22 moons, and it is very cold. Then we have Neptune, which is basically ice, a piece of ice in the solar system. But it is bigger than Earth, and it's like very stormy. And if you wanted to go on Neptune, you should always bring an umbrella. Then we have Pluto. Pluto is a planet that was considered a planet, but in 2005 scientists said that it was a dwarf planet. Depending on how you look at it, it is still a planet. So Pluto is practically rock, and it's very, very, very icy on Pluto.
Fatma asked so many more questions about space.
We will cover that all in our next video.